What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Monero today, yet again, because it's just on an absolute tear. Hit that like button to subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it. It's the 14th day of January. I think the last time we talked about Monero, I think we were right here. I want to say, let me see. Let's look on the weekly time frame. We were literally like, we were at like 530, and now you're at 730. It's been like 5 days. It's crazy. Monero, Bitcoin Cash is at 611. Monero was like $100 below that, and now it's $100 above where Bitcoin Cash is. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy. I think Monero and Bitcoin Cash are both going to do very, very well. And from here, $732, I think there's a lot of potential to grow still. I know that we've pumped it a lot in a short amount of time. We went from literally like $420 all the way up here in a very short amount of time, but I don't think that it stops here. I mean, realistically, what we're doing right now, guys, is quite historic. Monero is breaking out of a very long consolidation phase. I mean, just imagine you're looking at this chart. Like, what other outcome could happen? I wonder, other than just boom, straight through the roof. Why isn't it going? Are we on the monthly time frame? I am. I thought it would just go up. Oh, it's going by the day still. That's why. Well, straight through the roof. Yeah, of course. Of course it is. And no, this move is not done. I just made an XRP video where I was asking the same question, so I feel like I'm repeating myself, but maybe some of you will hear this for the first time. My question that I asked in the XRP video is, you consolidated all this time. Is this all you get? You've been consolidating since December of 2017, and that's it? That's all you get? No. This is a starting point rather than a finishing point. There's so much more to go. Monero will be worth thousands of dollars, probably even above 10,000, maybe 20,000 by the end of this year. Yeah, it's worth 730 now. I know, it's crazy. High to low. Minimum expectation from here is that we go to $1,000 to $2,800, somewhere in there. $1,000 is the minimum expectation. Psychological resistance, it makes sense. Might be where we stop off. High to low, it's also right there with our 1414. But there's a lot of significance. I mean, man, any of these targets are possible. $2,800, $1,000, something in between there. We're at $734 now. I assume that that's where our next stopping point is going to be, is somewhere in this area. If I had to guess, I would probably more think something between about $1,800 and $1,000 instead of $2,800 and $1,000. But anything's possible, man. You've got a lot of pent-up aggression here. We don't know how high this thing can fly. But it's going to fly very high. Monero pumping the same week that Dash is pumping. Zcash is not pumping. Right? Zcash, it's up a little bit. Dash is up a lot. Monero, though, is killing it, man. Killing it. 70% this month. It's awesome. That is quite spectacular. I want to look at the short-term stuff and then go from there. Okay, let's look at the 1 hour time frame and then we'll go from there. Let's use something with volume. Monero might be the most, what's the word I want to look for? Well, I want to use the most promising thing about Kraken is Monero. Because if you're in America, the only exchange that you can use to buy Monero is Kraken. You can't do it on crypto.com. You can't do it on Coinbase. You can't do it on Robinhood or Gemini or name your other whatever. If not, you have to use a VPN or just use Kraken. Monero might be the most positive thing that Kraken has going for it right now, honestly. 1 hour time frame here. The RSI is absolutely bullish as hell. You look at an RSI like this, if you're not bullish, you're crazy. So freaking bullish. So bullish. Imagine all these times people saw bearish divergence and they thought that that was the top and it just keeps going. When you're in an environment like this, you just stay out of the way. You keep letting it do its thing until it's abundantly obvious that you've topped off. People get so caught up with trying to catch the absolute high. Oh, there's bearish divergence. I'm going to sell here. Well, good. You did right, but now you're sad. Now you're in tears because it didn't go as low as you thought it would. You might not catch the absolute high if you just let it play out, but you'll at least not sell well before it tops off. Stochastics have some bearish divergence. The MACD has a lot of bearish divergence on the 1 hour, actually. Wow. I don't think it plays out, though. I think we're going to move up, man. I think we're moving up right now. I think it keeps going. 4 hour time frame just looks immaculate. It's not even funny. It's not even fair. Okay, hold on now. Wait a second now. Hold up. Ooh, we do have... This is not bearish divergence. That's a slightly higher high there. But that's a double top. That's pretty fierce. He just ate through it anyways, man. It's so bullish. I love seeing a chart like this. This is great. I don't see any signs that say that we're ready to go down yet. I guess we are dying off in volume. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. So what I will say is we're at $736. I do believe we keep pushing higher. We will at least go to $1,000 before we really heavily start to consolidate, right? But maybe we do pull back to about like 650. Maybe we do a little consolidation here first before moving higher. Maybe. I wouldn't be terribly surprised if we did. I certainly would not advocate for FOMOing here, right? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I'm definitely no FOMO here, man. Definitely not. With that being said, though, I'm abundantly confident that we will run to $1,000 to $1,800, maybe all the way up to $2,800 by the end of this month of January. As far as when does it happen, I don't know, but I would assume that maybe. I mean, we look at the 4 hour, we look at the 1 hour. Things look ready to go right now. Maybe we do push a little bit higher as it goes, but again, the volume is dying off a little bit. I would say maybe we shake out. We have a little shakeout or something, and then we probably continue to rally. Maybe the shakeout happens now. Maybe we pump to $800 and then it happens. Maybe we pump to $900 and then it happens. Maybe it happens, then it happens more, and then we come back up, and then it happens again, and then we come back up. I don't know how it happens, but the long consolidation, or at least something that'll last for days, if not weeks, or a month, that probably doesn't occur until we see at least the threshold of $1,000 being crossed. But again, that threshold takes us anywhere from 1,000 to 2,800. It's a very large range to encounter. More specifically, I'm thinking something between 1,800. I'm thinking this lower half of the range is the more probable, but anything can happen. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I do believe Monero will see prices that are dramatically higher by the end of the cycle, and I referenced that earlier. We derive these targets from the Fibonacci extensions from the high to the low of this pattern overall since 2017, December. It's very common, in my experience, I've done this for 10 years now in crypto and in technical analysis, it's very common for things like this to go up to their 2272. Let's say it doesn't. Let's say it only goes to its 1618. Cool. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt you spent multiple cycles, so many years consolidating, and just you had a very, very short-lived bear market. And I'm pretty sure that the amount of dropping that you did was even less than Bitcoin. I'm not 100% sure. Let me see. High to low. 70. No. Sorry. 81. Okay, so a little bit more than Bitcoin. But still less than 90, which for any altcoin, that's crazy. To not see a 90% drop in a bear market is crazy. Just very, very well. And it was a very short bear market too, right? You ended in June of 2022, where most cryptos didn't end until November of 2022. Or later even. Some are still in a bear market. We all know those ones, right? I just highly doubt that we stop at 2,800. But if we were to go with a feasible minimum, sure, that's feasible. Feasible maximum, I don't know, 50K. I don't know. Anything and everything in between is a little bit more sustainable, or is a little bit more like, I don't know, dependable. Something between 6,000 to 18.5, but typically with the 2272 you do wick a little bit above there, so around 20K, give or take a couple $1,000. That's my thought. I think that's where we're going to go, right there, somewhere up there, but anything's possible. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.